Good afternoon, everyone. T-Speaker 222XRP Future Millionaire with the Sidebite on Excellent Future Digibyte OG. As you guys know, I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? Are you a fucking moron? No, you shouldn't take my advice. But if you choose to take what the charts are telling you, because guys, I massage the charts. Oh yeah, I get behind this bitch. And I say, charts, please don't let me down today. And generally, the charts do not. So if the charts speak to you and you trust it, well, then who am I to tell you not to make an informed decision? But like I keep telling you, there are 50-50 shots. And so far, you've been lucky with XRP because it seems that it at least took that shot up. And I think it's still got one more shot in the armor. XLM took that little ride up, but it pulled back some. But I think it's still got one more shot in the armor. Or that could be it. You know, but I think it's got one more shot in the armor. That's a giant W it's on. So I think this is going to build the left shoulder inverted. And then it's going to go up. And then it's going to come crashing through this. But then when it comes back up, all these levels are going to be bullish. I think we still got an upper price target of 75 to 81 cents. You know, XRP, it's the same deal. I think we have an upper price target. We already hit the 152, almost 160. So that went between, well, that was a pretty big move, honestly. Because when I told you guys to buy it again last night, it was right around, it did dip down to like one last time, 130. So 130 to 160, that's a nice fucking move. I got the 159. But if that's creating this kind of like a flag type thing and it decides it wants to jump up, that could just be the left shoulder with the neckline forming kind of by the clavicle. And then what you get is one of these for one last push. And that could be where you get the 166. That's what I'm expecting. It may not happen. Like I said, these are all 50-50 and XRP already pushed ones. But ADA's way out ahead of these patterns and it's already doing the same shit. Because I think ADA tricked a few people. Doge? We're waiting for Doge. Where's this guy at? Got my crypto stuff on PayPal, but I got a very, very, very generous donation by David Roth. David Roth has sent me my single most generous donation to date. He sent me a $150 donation. I almost shit my pants when I got it, David. I kid you not. That is the kind of generosity that I thoroughly, thoroughly appreciate. Not because he donated money, but when I see a donation of that size, I know I have in fact saved him or made him some serious ass money because no one's just going to send me $150. So yeah, the $150 is great, but at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing is working. And I know that I'm helping you guys either save a bunch of money or make a bunch of money, probably both. So that's the biggest compliment, That's why I say it's not just the subscriptions. If you don't want to subscribe on YouTube, that's great. I don't blame you. You can send donations privately and they're just as, they mean just as much. And when you send them privately, I don't got to wait the whole month to get them because I've never gotten paid from YouTube yet. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. But David, I can't believe that generosity. I mean, that's almost unfathomable, that kind of generosity. I don't usually talk about donations, but when it's the one of the bigger ones, yeah. If you donate $100 or more, I'll definitely, I mention it. That'd be interesting if I made one of you big holders like $100,000, and one day somebody's like, "Here's $1,000." Then I'd jump out the fucking window. I mean, I never thought it'd be possible for someone to send me $150, let alone $2. So, David, seriously, much appreciated. And you know what's funny? you might just make it all back by sitting on, well, you're going to make it all back sitting on the sidelines because you said you're waiting for the bottom. So you just let me know. Because I asked him, I'm like, you want me to cover something? You want me to at least look at something for you? That's a very generous donation just to send. And all he said in his donation was, you know, basically for helping him out. And that, yeah, it's his message. But, you know, it's very touching. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. So we'll see how it works out. David, I put it to work on Litecoin, that $150. Like I say, my donations, I like to put it into the investments if it's the right time. So I threw that $150 on the Litecoin. It was at $298, Mr. David. So why the fuck not? I already had the rest of my Litecoin at $309. Might as well throw the last $150 on there. But Litecoin's been very friendly to me on PayPal. The one day I made $400 on it, I just withdrew it. And now I'm using the same amount of money. And then David, beautiful David, OG David, historically legendary David, he could have just bought the $99.99 legendary perk, but no. He said, fuck that stupid perk. I'm going to send it to you personally, so you have to see it right now. And fuck that $99.99 legendary perk. I'm going to send you $150 because there's nothing on there that excites me. That's a big ball right there. That's a big roller. I need a few big rollers in here. That's what makes it go round. But in my opinion, guys, Doge, the Dogecoin. Fucking believe this Doge. So, I think Doge is building that inversion now, and it's going to have a nice push. It's doing exactly what XRP and all of them did, but it's behind. Remember before, when some of these other ones pushed, Litecoin was way behind, Doge was way behind, and I said just be patient. I'm saying the same thing now, because I feel like Doge and Litecoin are going to have this huge surge. And like, I don't know, guys, it's too convenient. I think Bitcoin's got one more in the stones. Right now would be its bounce point. I'm telling you, if you want to take a ride on Bitcoin, this might be the perfect, and I mean perfect, time to buy it. That's the double true bottom. In the 1 hour, that is. But we got to go to where you get enough data. You go to wherever the pattern is seen developing. You know. And I guarantee when you pull this out into the 4 hour, you're going to see a great development now. You're going to understand what's going on. See? Inversion for the inverted head and shoulders. Now it can come around. And now it should just come right through because it's a fake inversion. So instead of coming down again and making that inverted M kind of, it's just going to make that W up. I think we're about to explode. I think Bitcoin, Doge, well, I mean, at least Doge, fuck Bitcoin. But I think Bitcoin, if you want to take a ride, now would be the time. Same thing with Ethereum. I think if you're going to take a ride up, now would be the time. Guys, that's a massive M right now. And what's going to happen is it's going to, oh, look at this pattern. There's M's. Well, once this comes up, that's going to be a huge hanging W. And then this is coming way down to 2660, at least. I'm telling you. But it's still in a position where it could make a nice big run up. I think we're about to see something special with Doge. I know I haven't covered XRP as much in this video. But XRP, guys, has to build a nice formation. I think XRP 172 is not off the table. Don't hold me to it because we already hit this first target. But as you know, with XRP, I'll bring out the targets. I'm telling you, something big's working. We're working on a move up. Those are my targets. 153 and 171. We already hit 153 and over. It actually wasn't supposed to be 153. You guys already know what the target is because it's my resistance zone. I don't know why it's at 153. I was moving it around earlier for... But that's where my first target would have been. And then the second target would be 166. You know, with the potential... Here, I'll just show you how it's supposed to be. So 166 would be the second target. Third target would be the potential blow off the top at 178. I don't think it could get farther than that because of in the pattern we're in. It would completely turn it upside down if it breaks 178, in my opinion. Well, 179 and goes to 180. Just the formation it's in, it can't. So that should be your top end. If it gets in the 170s, you're pushing it. You know, the bomb's about to blow up and you're just coming closer. It's like when you're driving down the road, you're on empty. You know you're on empty, but you say, hey, I can make it to that gas station a mile away. Then you get up to the gas station a mile away, they're out of fucking gas. And you're like, oh, shit. Well, you're fucked. Or you drive in, you're like, all right, I can make it this many miles on E. So you go past the gas station. No, it's 3 miles to the next gas station. About a half mile down the road, your car starts shaking, and even if you were to turn around, you're fucked. So what do? You stupid ass. You keep driving forward. Now you're a mile and a half down the road, and you're halfway in between both the motherfucking gas stations. We've all been there. You don't want to be caught in the middle with no gas. And that's where you're going to be at if you start buying these when they get higher up. If you buy this at 156, well, the chances are you might be on E. Right now, you might have a little bit left in the chamber because we still got to come down. We can't end this pattern, I don't care what anybody says, until it does one of these. Well, not that high, but until it does at least one of these. It's on a W. It's got to come up to build the layers to break it. And since supposedly that is kind of telling you that this level right here, you know, is technically bullish at this section, I think we have to come above, come up into this 166 to 178 range and barrel through. I've never changed what I'm saying. I stick to it. But what I'm saying is it might not get that high. It's not a matter of how high it goes. Or if it goes up, I should say. It's a matter of how high. We've got a couple different targets. And a couple that it can't go over. The double top on this is like right around 178. I assume that with XRP, and don't hold me to it like I always say, because I am not a financial advisor, and if you take my advice, you should shove your head up your own ass. But if you're listening to my charts and then you want to blame me, well, then you just need to learn how to read the charts, and you could use my class. Email me at strutrugali@gmail.com. Don't worry, guys. I will more than happily show you strutrugali@gmail.com, because obviously a lot of you need the class because you bitch at me, yell at me, even when the pattern's still in process, and it makes you look like a doofus. When somebody argues with me on the chart, I laugh, because anybody else who can read a chart, they're like, oh, that guy can't read a fucking chart. Look at that dummy. We're not laughing at you, but we're laughing inside at you because we're like, man, this guy doesn't even know how stupid he sounds. Brandon knows. Brandon laughs. Brandon sees the comments. Lachey sees the comments. She knows, Lachey. They know when they see these fucking comments. They know how to read a chart. They're laughing their asses off. Man, woman, child, or fucking coyote. It don't fucking matter. We can tell if you can read a chart. Oh, yes, the guy with the piece of shit car just drove by with basically no exhaust. He's lucky I can even hear. I basically can't. And I already can't see out of one eye, so, you know, now I'm half deaf and blind. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. But the Doge and DGB, though, guys, that's what I'm saying. DGB is the one that I got my eye on. The double top on DGB is over 18 cents. So in a crazy scenario, guys, where I'm right, you know, and it goes up, I'm already right. But if it goes up higher and it hits my ultimate targets that are the far-fetched targets right now, I see this glaring strength for DGB. Glaring strength for DGB. You know, I'm telling you, in order for this to break through DGB and come through where it's telling you it's bullish, and it's bullish all the way through that pattern on the top. I mean, the only way to flip this, because it's even showing an M right now, is it's going to have to come up at some point. And when I say it has to come up, it's going to have to break this structure. I don't know if it's going to come topside, but DGB is going to have a nice gain. And there is a small, and I mean ever so slight, monumentally minuscule, you know, It's not going to happen, but there's a chance that it could run to all-time highs. And it's a small chance. It's as small as you winning the lottery. So if it happens, you essentially win the lottery. It's just like those. There's a small chance and a increasingly somewhat bigger chance, by the way, it, rubber banded. There's a small, and I mean small, chance that it pushes to about 80 cents and breaks through that M, makes a massive W that comes down, that turns into a massive M on the way back up. And what I mean by that is, it does one of these, right? It doesn't even need to go that far. It comes up, and then it comes back down. Guys, that's a massive fucking M that's going to form. And I mean massive. Then when it's, I'm just saying, it's going to come up, form a W real quick. Here, I'll show you what I mean, and then I got to go, for real. I got people over my house from the funeral. If you guys want to subscribe to my channel, $9.99 a month, become part of the exclusive and elusive T-Fam. And don't forget, you get that elusive T-Fam badge. Oh, yes, one of a kind. State of the art. So, when somebody sees you comment, you won't be an average schlub. You'll be known as the most, and I mean the most, committed supporter I have. Because you're not only dedicated to the channel, you're giving back when you can so that somebody else can watch it for free. And that, my friend, is the greatest gift of all when you pay it forward. Because that's what I do here each and every day. So consider joining my channel for $9.99 a month. I know it's only $9.99 a month, but it'll keep me here permanently full-time. Yada, yada, yada. You guys know the spew. But I really do want to make this my full-time home so you guys can keep getting up to the minute technical analysis so that you don't have to wonder what the fuck's going on. And that's what I do for XLM. This is still in play. That's a huge left shoulder. You guys can say whatever you want. That's what I think's going on here. It's just left shoulder. So when you see what I draw, guys, you can see what I'm trying to go for. Left shoulder, neckline, head. Because I think 80 cents is clearly on the table. And if it gets up there, who knows? But you got to build something to break down this structure is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. I'm telling you it by structures now, so I don't have to keep saying head and shoulders. But that M, you have to take it down. And then when you take it down, it's going to go from a massive M, right? Let me delete some of this. It's going to go from a massive M to a W in the formation. And that is when it finishes off the bull trap. Because at the end of the trap, it will make the most bearish of patterns, bottom line. You heard it here first. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte. OG, if you ain't with us, you're against us. And if you're against us, you might as well just get the fuck out because we don't have time for your bullshit. We don't care if you've ever been here. We don't care if you ever come back. And most importantly, we don't ever care if anybody ever hears or knows that you're actually fucking here because I don't. So, just to show you an M, right? It's going to turn into a W, a hanging W, and then it comes down. So stay blessed, guys. You can't get this information anywhere else. Stop kidding yourself. Send a donation. Links in the description. Stay blessed.